absolutely want to take it.
2 billion people without access to clean drinking water, to purify. This is Mr. Beast, and this is Mr. Beast. This is Mr. Beast, and this is Mr. Beast's pee. And my goal in this video is to use science to purify this into perfectly drinkable water, at which point he will drink his own pee.
Wait, you didn't tell me that part. I'm gonna drink my own pee?
But it's for a really good cause, because if I can figure out how to do this, then the same technology could be used to help the 2 billion people without access to clean drinking water, to purify even the dirtiest water that looks like this, or even much, much worse. Step 1 was to find a place on the planet where you'd have a really hard time finding clean water, but a really easy time finding clever brains solving that problem. And that just happened to be Kenya. So step 2 was to go there and meet the people doing just that. The first thing you notice when you get to Kenya isn't so much the elephant crossings or the random baboon families you see walking around. It's these yellow jugs you see people carrying everywhere. And as it turns out, those jugs are meant to carry water. And as it also turns out, they were all headed to the same place I was. Ruthie!
Hey, Mark. Hey.
Who knew Kenya was so far?
But so beautiful. Welcome.
Very beautiful. I'll give you that. This lovely human is Ruthie, and she works for Give Power, and they build a magical machine that can turn even the most disgusting water into pure drinking water using only the power of the sun.
So we change literal ocean water into fresh drinking water. I'll have you taste.
Okay.
I think you like it.
Don't try and influence the judge, Ruthie. And when I tasted a cup of water from either side of their treatment process, hopes and prayers, let's go. With the before water, you could really taste the before. That tastes like seawater.
It is seawater.
This is what people drink?
Yes.
And the reason for that is 96% of the homes you see here don't have running water, which means they often have to get their water from unclean sources that carry a lot of uncool diseases. So while you and I might take for granted that we could just pull a lever and effectively infinite clean water comes out from the faucet, 2 billion people don't have that luxury, so they need to get creative. In this case, by turning the entire ocean into their very own water tower. And I'm so glad they did, because that meant when I tried the after cup, that is
I love my kids, but I also love not being broke. So this back to school season, I'm just gonna spend less on them. Amazon has low prices on everything kids need, like sports stuff, for a sport that they'll hate in 2 weeks.
dysentery, nothing.
Not even dysentery? Now, to understand how this was even possible, I built a simplified, transparent version of their magic machine back at home and decided to put it to the ultimate test.
Oh boy. Jump scoop. Oh no. I don't like the noise. Okay. Just gotta turn it on.
So if you pump out the dirty water from here, then after all this, a little bit of extra clean water should come out here. And to put my engineering money where my mouth is, I vowed I would drink that water.
Hayes, why am I even doing this?
2 billion people in the world drink poison every single day, and we've got to do something about it.
By the way, this is Hayes. He's the dude that founded Give Power, and he did it after making a pretty obvious observation.
73% of people in the world live in coastal communities. And so it seems ludicrous to me that we have these oceans with all this water, yet 2 billion people lack access to fresh, affordable water.
So their trick to solve the problem is to mount reverse osmosis water filter systems in shipping containers, which not only makes them easy to ship, but now you can just plop the thing next to a large dirty water source, even in a totally remote location with no power, and you can make 70,000 liters of water per day. Now for some perspective, this is a half a liter of water, and this is 70,000 liters of water. That is how much ocean water is magically being transformed into fresh drinking water just in one location every single day. And it's all fully solar powered. So with my digestive system on the line, it's worth explaining exactly how their magic machine works. Let's say you have two buckets, one with totally pure water and one that has a bunch of salt and gross stuff in it along with pure water. Well, if you connect them, then separate them with a barrier that has holes so small only tiny pure water molecules can get through, what you'll find is over time, the pure water molecules all on their own will pass through those tiny holes in the barrier to spread out and hang out with more of their pure water molecule friends over here. In nature, that's called osmosis. Well, reverse osmosis is where we do that backwards. We apply a bunch of pressure to the dirty bucket, and that basically squeezes any pure water molecules through that membrane, while all the salt and other junk can't make it through. So the good news is you've got all this fresh water. Bad news is there's one critical flaw. How do you deliver a swimming pool worth of fresh water every day when 96% of the houses don't have plumbing? And the answer is they give the water away for almost free, as you can see here with my buddy Mangala. He's the brains behind the local water delivery crew, but today, that's delicious. I was the muscle. I got this. Oh my God! Is it moving?
How do you do this?
Oh, we got it.
Who knew selling water was so hard? I'm putting my back into it. I feel like I'm doing most of the pushing here, Mangala.
I'm fake pushing.
Let's go. Okay, now you're sure.
I soon realized I was better off as the face of the operation.
Who wants water? Mambo! Mambo! Maji! Where's our first customer? Maji Fresh! 40 shillings! 20 shillings!
Actually, I think I work best as the heart.
At this point, I'm more about supporting emotionally. I can't imagine doing this 7 times a day. But these guys are the water pipes, delivering to the individual houses that don't have that infrastructure.
So by selling the water at a discounted rate to the guys who come by with all the yellow jugs like Mangala, those human water pipes can then deliver the water for a small profit, incentivizing them to deliver as much as they can to those who need it, and this way all the money stays in their community.
If they're not home, we could just leave it here, right? It's crazy that this fresh drinking water was just in the ocean yesterday, and now it's in their house, ready to use for anything. How many cans do you deliver a day? 100. And you push all of them? I'm gonna stick to making YouTube videos.
Speaking of which,
I can't believe I'm doing this for a stupid YouTube video.
It seems to be working. Oh gosh. Actually, more is coming out than I anticipated. Back up, cop. Hold on. You're sure this is gonna work?
Well, I didn't build it, but I believe the technology.
Oh boy. It does look clear. That is a good sign. Moment of truth. I'm turning it off. That looks like pretty dang clear water. Oh boy. Smells like water. That's a good first sign. Why am I so nervous? Still smells like clean water. Now, to be fair, my only saving grace here is that
3 minutes and 59 seconds.
later in this video, Mr. Beast is gonna have to do something very similar. Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Attention parents, spend less on your kids with Amazon's low back to school prices. Save on school supplies, backpacks, and so much more. Can I have that back? Absolutely. Wanna take it.
Does that have to be a big sip?
It's a gulp.
It's a gulp!
Put it down.
I never agreed to a gulp.
Be brave. Be bold. Believe in engineering. Believe in science. Believe
just leached out all the little pure water molecules, and now I'm feeling refreshed. So at one location, you make 70,000 liters a day.
That's right. And everything we don't sell, we give away.
Let's go.
And this was actually my favorite part about everything they do. And it's something Ruthie mentioned when I got to ride along for one of these deliveries.
So we choose schools and hospitals and children's orphanages, and we give all that water away.
Hit it! The pump has started.
And when speaking to the principal of one of those schools, the real impact of all this hit me.
Okay, here we go.
Because ever since their school started getting clean water deliveries, attendance has doubled because this is the only access to clean water they have.
You want some more?
And he said this means not only have so many of their stomach and health issues improved, but now they don't have to spend time every day fetching dirty water. So they have more time to attend school and invest in their future. And seeing these lovely fellow humans, who despite living on the other side of the planet are so similar to us in so many ways, find such joy and appreciation for a simple fresh glass of water, was a good reminder of what can happen when the power of engineering is used for good, even for something as basic as fresh, clean water.
Okay, so you want me to pour my pee in that bucket?
That's right.
Oh my gosh, this is gross.
It's for science. All right, Jimmy. Well, thanks to the power of reverse osmosis, time has come.
Oh my gosh.
How you feeling?
If I taste any pee particles, I'm spitting this on you.
How much do you believe in the science?
You want to just do it?
No. Before Jimmy drinks this, if you're watching this video, we need your help getting water purifying systems like this to kids and people who need it all over the world. So buckle up, because the next 30 days are going to be crazy.
You might remember 5 years ago when we did Team Trees, and we raised $20 million to plant 20 million trees. Huge success. So afterwards, we did Team Seas. We raised $30 million to pull 30 million pounds of trash out of the ocean. Also, huge success. Which brings us now here today to Team Water, where we have the insane, audacious goal to raise $40 million to give 2 million people all around the world clean water for decades.
That means on average, every $1 we raise gives one human clean water for a year.
What if I do $20?
Bam! Now it will last 20 years.
Just using this machine?
No. To scale this up and pull this off, we've been working with WaterAid because they're the best. They've been doing this for over 40 years. They've got a 4-star Charity Navigator score, and they can make sure the clean water goes to 2 million people all across the world.
But to do that, we need to raise $40 million, which truthfully, me and Mark Rober can't do on our own. Which is why we have all the biggest and smallest creators on every social media platform coming together to make content on Team Water to help us hit our $40 million goal.
I'm so excited for Team Water. I'm in for Team Water. Team Water. Team Water? Let's do this.
So join all your favorite creators on Team Water by watching and sharing all the Team Water content you see for the next month, and then by heading to teamwater.org and giving as much as you can afford right now.
With all the division and doom and gloom online today, this is one of those rare moments where we all get to push in the same direction and do something really meaningful. It's a chance to prove the best parts that make us humans still exist in abundance, and that young people could be a catalyst for positive change in the world. I am so stoked. We totally got this. All right, Jimmy, no more stalling. Let's see it.
Oh, gosh. I'm just going to close my eyes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it tastes like clean water.
Oops. The mic wasn't even plugged in. You're telling me I just recorded a whole video without my freaking voice? Come on, bro. Oops. My fault. Okay.
Attention parents, spend less on your kids with Amazon's low back to school prices. Save on school supplies,
Alright, now let's react to IShowSpeed's music video. Get rid of this. I wasn't ready. Stop, bro. Hold on. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, about to come out. Wonder how y'all gonna like it. How y'all gonna do? You know, take it a little bit serious, a little bit. I ain't trying to. Nah, though, but I hope y'all enjoy this EP. Give me about a week. And around 10 hours. Yeah, what? Yes, 10 hours every day. Yeah, let's say 10 hours. 80 hours. Yeah. About 80 hours. About 80 hours in the studio all together. So we came up with this. Hopefully I like it. Shake it for me, I'm at one time. I'll be busting like 2 blocks. She keep shaking like oh my. Speed game, oh my god, baby, shake it for me one time. Speed game when I'm busting a move. 3-2 million for my quota. This speed game anthem. We gon' jump in this bitch and they geeking this speed game anthem. When I hop on the beat, niggas know that it's way too special. How I'm rocking this beat, I ain't talking too extra missing.
Hmm. I mean, it's not bad. Could be worse. Higher's way better though. That was probably the best one. Dang, bro, got the cornrows now. How much do you want to bet he's gonna say green apple at the end? Watch. Or not. Next one, can you be mine? This is not too bad. This one's better. Better than the last one. This one was released before the other one. The dog looks scared, bro. Bro's like, what is happening? Alright. W. That one was a W. Let's see what else we can watch. I've been trying to like... Yo, if y'all wanna become an editor, who's all in chat? Just me. It's alright. Hold on, let me go and put this ROBLOX on. Put the live on. They got me thinking about them time. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow. No, I might stream later again. Early, like maybe in the morning. You know what they got me thinking about sometimes. Where the hell? Where the hell's alive? The live text. You know, they got me thinking about sometimes. We gonna kill the fat. Please don't. I think somebody. Okay. Because I've seen this. I saw that and I was like, frick. Somebody probably claimed it, but no. We good. And then they got me thinking about sometimes. No, bro. Nope. Hell no. Let's reset till these buttons come up. Let's go. Go see what we can get into here. How a false report killed a police officer. Man, what y'all want to watch? Y'all want to see me play Roblox or talking to myself? There's nobody in chat. I don't know. Yerp. You know they got me thinking. How, bruh? We cooked, chat. What's up? Aight. Dude, I have no idea what to watch, bro. Might just play some freaking Roblox. Hmm? Nah. We joking, bro. Yes, sir. Dude, she's probably working, bro. She usually works at this time. Aight. We'll watch a video until he comes back, chat.
Same old phone? Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Man, I wish I had a bigger PC, bro. So I could play. So I could freaking play some 2K, bro. This sucks, bro. Facts.
And is also seen as a very humble guy who rarely gets into fights with other players on the court. But there has been a select few who tried to get under Curry's skin, and they end up paying the price.
He's a fierce competitor, I'll tell you that. So don't get fooled by that smile when he come up here. He's a true competitor. They think he a little light-skinned dude, but he like a real competitor.
Most of the time when people are so good or something so perfect, so to speak, people don't like that, and that's exactly what you get with Steph.
And by the end of the video, you'll see why it's not the best idea to go against the greatest.
I already know why you don't do that.
Starting with the man whose whole career has been cursed by Steph Curry, Chris Paul.
Bro already got his ankles broken, so...
Today, there is no doubt that Stephen Curry is a better player than CP3, winning 4 rings and 2 MVPs, while Paul has none. However, it was not always seen this way. In fact, many thought Chris Paul would finish with a better career. In 2008, a 22-year-old Chris Paul was the top point guard in the league, being selected to the All-NBA First Team and coming second in the MVP race, while Steph Curry was just a skinny sharpshooter from Davidson, preparing for the 2009 draft. So, after his insane 2008 season, Chris Paul was set to play in the Beijing Olympics. But before that, he helped his Olympic teammate LeBron James with his training camp, which had the top college players in the country. And guess who was there? Steph Curry. So little did Chris Paul know at the time, but he was training a player that would make his life hell in years to come. Nevertheless, at the time, Steph posed no threat to him, and the two shared a great relationship. Before Steph's rookie year, he went on a family trip to Disney World with Chris Paul's family, even attending each other's weddings.
My wife was at his wedding.
Let me see. Do I even still have Darkiplier as a friend? Doesn't look like it. That's sad. Did he unfriend me? Alright, he didn't unfriend me. I'm making... Alright. I was gonna do it anyway. Yeah, no. Nah. Alright, chat, we're gonna go react to some more videos. We're gonna finish this one up.
I think him and his wife was at our wedding, but we've known each other for a very, very long time, man.
But then, Curry started to become really good on the court, averaging 24 points and 9 assists on insane efficiency. The sudden rise for Steph was great for his career, but other players hated him for it, especially Chris Paul. Everybody on the Clippers, Chris Paul was one of those guys. Chris Paul was somebody Curry looked up to. Chris Paul used to dominate that matchup. Chris Paul was supposed to be next in line to win a championship. Then suddenly, it was Steph. That's another relationship where Curry was like, oh, I look up to you. And suddenly, there is a division versus Steph. There's a lot of those. During the 2014 playoffs, we would see Chris Paul get the best of Curry for the very last time, when the Clippers bet the Warriors during the first round in 7 games. And since then, Curry has gone on to win 4 championships, while CP is still chasing his first. And to make it worse for Chris Paul, when he finally had a team in Houston that were on the verge of winning a ring, he got stopped by Curry once again.
Our offense was so potent. Like, we was just nice, like, clicking. Who gave us problems, bud?
Teams to switch.
Golden State.
And this is when...
Trash.
So I have a hot
Butter, cheese, pecan. Pecan. Butter. Butter, pecan. Butter. Oh my god!
Like magic. You know me, I'm not a great writer, but AI helps me keep it super professional.
Angel Reese.
No more embarrassing.
Golden State. And this is when we saw CP's frustration come to life. As in the 2019 playoffs, when the Warriors were up against the Rockets in the West semi-finals, Curry wanted to get some shots up the night before Game 6. However, Chris Paul caught wind of the situation. So when Curry arrived at the court, there was Chris Paul putting shots up. Curry offered that they both practice half court, but Paul wasn't having it. Then Curry was kicked off the Toyota Center court, and by halftime of Game 6, Chris Paul's pettiness looked like it was working, as Curry would go scoreless in the first 2 quarters. However, in the second half, he would have one of the best performances of his career, scoring 33 points and getting the win over the Rockets.
But I gotta ask you about the whole deal. You kicking Steph off the court. Folks said you booted him off the court. That actually happened.
No, that never happened. But it was a good story.
Yeah, it was a great story.
Yeah, me and Steph actually talked the next day. You know what I mean? So it's no offense, but it's the media. You know what I mean?
No, that's the other media.
Yeah. Me and Steph actually talked on the court before I shot. Like, we was out there and we was kicking it, but it is what it is.
And Chris Paul's reputation of lying to the media
Lies.
pretty much confirmed once you hear what Curry said after Game 6. Draymond Green was closely taking note of the situation between the two, and shared his thoughts
Yeah, kick him off, bro.
concerning Steph and CP3.
I don't like CP at all. Like, we don't have a good relationship at all, but I respect his hustle and I respect his IQ. He's smart as hell. And CP was kind of using, like, CP saw Steph coming up, and, you know, once you start to get older in this league, you start to realize, like, okay, this guy is coming. Eventually, he may catch me because I'm going to start to decline at some point. And so I would kind of see CP kind of keeping Steph at bay.
Crazy, man, crazy.
But yet, fucking giving him a stiff arm at the same time. Now, Steph, Steph ain't, Steph is Steph. Like, we all love Steph, right? He ain't cut, like, he ain't got the street part to him. And so...
He ain't confrontational at all. He ain't confrontational.
Exactly. And so with me coming from where I come from and the way I grew up, I'm kind of watching like, yo, he kind of rock with you, Steph, but he kind of don't. He kind of keeping you at bay. And so I took it upon myself to try to create fucking division there.
In 2023, when Steph and Chris were matched up, Curry proceeded to get an N1 basket against CP, then yelling, "This ain't 2014 no more."
The cameras caught Steph saying something to you about this isn't 2014 anymore. I guess that he scored a layup on you.
Shit, I don't know what happened in 2014.
Y'all trying to be in the playoffs that year?
And not long after Chris Paul was traded to the Warriors,
Bro's dementia, bruh. Bro's got short-term memory loss. Old age. Already kicking in.
and why he has no rings, which has not only affected his career, but also his family, as he stated that his daughter gets bullied at school over his championless career.
Like, my daughter is the sweetest soul you'll ever meet in your life, right? The sweetest soul ever in your life, but she's at that age now where at school, kids talk crazy to her, right? So she had a little boy, whatever, at school that said some reckless stuff to her. It was like, your daddy ain't never gonna win no championship, right? And my baby is so, she's special. She'll hold it together there, but when she got in the car, she called, and she was upset.
His time in
If this was Steph, I'm telling you he would go off.
State was short-lived, only lasting one season. But during that time, the two veterans were able to squash any tensions they had, and now have nothing but respect for each other. Although Chris Paul and Steph Curry had the chance to squash their beef when they teamed up in Golden State, the same cannot be said with Ja Morant.
Yeah, Ja Morant's just...
Ja Morant was drafted 2nd overall, and coming out of college, Ja was seen as an explosive guard with insane athleticism, which made him a breakout star. And once he entered the NBA, it only got better, winning Rookie of the Year. And as each year passed, not only did Ja get better, but the Grizzlies did too. By Ja's third season, he was averaging 27 points and 7 assists, and the Memphis Grizzlies were the second best team in the West. However, things weren't going to go too well for Ja and the Grizzlies for too much longer. Even though Ja grew up in a very average American suburb with two loving parents who have always supported his basketball dreams, once he got a taste of that NBA lifestyle, he wanted more, becoming a wannabe gangster. Allegedly,
That's what it is. He's a gangster, bro.
Threatening a mall security guard and having one of his friends point a red laser at the Pacers team bus. As the best player on the Grizzlies, his reckless behavior would naturally become part of the team's identity. With the young squad becoming the most egotistical team in the league, Steph and the Warriors had to put them in their place. The Warriors and the Grizzlies faced off in the West semi-finals. After the Grizzlies' Game 2 win, Ja walked by Curry, stared him down, and said, "We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun." Then, after the Grizzlies pretty much destroyed the Warriors in Game 5, Ja led the Grizzlies in 7 champ. But by the end of the series, the Warriors made it through, winning in 6 games, and Ja tried to play it cool while talking Draymond. But we all know how he was really feeling.
Yep.
Year, Ja still hadn't lost
Cry about it, buddy.
saying something that still haunts him to this day.
I'm fine in the West.
After
No, you're not, buddy. Bro is the opposite of fine.
Your name, phone number, and address off the internet, but want to handle the removals yourself? Optory's free opt-out guides are amazing. When you sign up for Optory's free scanning, you'll get a full picture of where your personal information is shared online, complete with screenshots and direct links. When you
What's
provide
up, bro?
information with this
Yo, Phoenix, you watching too?
After a fan suggested that a Grizzlies-Warriors Christmas Day matchup is all but guaranteed, Ja then said, "Nah, in the end, bring him to the trenches." Draymond responded to Ja, "The champs play at home, young. Christmas Day. I'm coming to you then. Tell him book that shit. I'm on your block." And even though Curry didn't play on Christmas Day against the Grizzlies, it's definitely worth mentioning because the Grizzlies got absolutely humiliated. This game was expected to be a blowout, as the Warriors were short-handed. No Curry and no Wiggins. But for the Grizzlies, they were in full strength. This didn't stop the Warriors though, with Draymond trolling Dillon Brooks as he misses a free throw, Clay staring over Dillon Brooks, and Draymond blocking Ja and then screaming at him. The Warriors won by 14, finally putting an end to their rivalry. Although Curry wasn't as involved in this rivalry, the next one is widely regarded as the greatest of all time. Today, LeBron and Curry are both great friends, from friends to enemies to friends again, and it all started when Steph was playing at Davidson. During his stay
Yeah,
at
I've seen
Davidson
this.
in 2008, Curry caught the attention of LeBron James, who came to watch one of his games. And in this game, Steph dropped 44 points, which definitely impressed LeBron. But LeBron still had no idea that he was watching the very player who was going to stop him from winning multiple championships.
Yeah, Stephen Curry. Yeah. I think so. I think he knows how to play the game of basketball, of course. Being the son of a former NBA.
This ain't LeBron. This LeBum. We own this man. Even in the Celtics too. Oh, you own. Oh well.
Where Dale Curry, he was taught well how to play the game of basketball. So he has the talent. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I was impressed. Played really good against a very, very, very tough defensive mind in Wisconsin. And I think we all know how tough Wisconsin defense is. He shattered them.
Like Chris Paul, LeBron was friendly with Steph early in his career. As the night before they faced off for the first time, LeBron invited Steph to his house. When you're on the West Coast, you only get one trip to Cleveland. So I'm in the hotel, night before the game, and he hit me and was like, "You want to come to the house?" and his house was in Akron. So I hopped in a taxi, head down to LeBron's house. Hung out with him that night. He had a little bowling alley in his basement. Did that. Bryce and Bronny were
What's up, Aldrin?
house.
Welcome in, bro.
The relationship started off great at the beginning.
Yo, parkour. What's up, bro?
When I was in NCAA's, right? Exactly. And he came to a couple games, and then he invited me over to his house my rookie year before we played Cleveland, and we spent in Akron.
But as Curry started to get better and better, the relationship between the two began to crumble. In 2015, he didn't just take the MVP award, he also took the championship. And in the Warriors' first game back in Cleveland the following season, he was asked about being back in the building and his memories from winning the championship, saying, obviously, walking in the locker room, it'll be good memories. Hopefully it still smells a little bit like champagne. But the Cavaliers...
Join? What you mean? Are you coming back?
And we finally hit a horn sound, and we in Cleveland, like, celebrating, changed us off. Like, all right, this... Who knows what's about to happen from here.
You know what's dope when they went back and played next year? Jay Buddy smelled that. You said that?
He said it.
Oh, yeah, he said it. I still smell like champagne. Got a little bit of asshole shit talking in it, covering it up with the good image. Yeah, that shit was slick as fuck. That shit still smelled like me. I was like, oh, he's an asshole. That shit was funny as a motherfucker.
The following season, Curry snatched the MVP from LeBron again, but in a way we have never seen before, becoming the first unanimous MVP in league history. Something that LeBron narrowly missed in 2013 by just one vote.
Also had an opportunity to be, I would have been the first unanimous MVP where I got all 120 votes, but I got 119.
Yeah. Do you know who the one vote was?
Yeah, I know.
Carmelo.
There was a one vote, he voted for Carmelo, but it was
a writer in New York, right?
No, the writer from Boston.
Boston.
Of course.
Boston got a Boston.
Of course. But I know his name too, but I don't give that light just yet. I'm waiting for the doc on that one.
Is that Ice Spice? Travis Scott? What the frick?
LeBron in jersey and shoe sales, and there was a lot of tension observed between the two. Even people close to James often
shoot. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off.
And the resentment LeBron had for Curry would be on full display after the Cavaliers came back from a
Aldrin, stand by the booth, bro.
73-9 Warriors in the finals. After pulling off that historic championship run, LeBron made it his life's mission to troll the Warriors, wearing an Ultimate Warriors shirt after arriving back to Cleveland. And when he hosted a Halloween party with his Cavs teammates, he had some interesting decorations that included a 3-1 sign and tombstones that had Stephen Clay's name on them. When asked about the party, Curry said, "I'm just going to keep it quiet." But after this, LeBron would never win a ring against Curry again, as Steph and the Warriors would beat LeBron in their next 2 matches.
Those 4 straight years, Cleveland versus Golden State, like if he wasn't wearing wine and gold or he wasn't wearing yellow and blue, like it was literally like East Coast versus West Coast. It was like a rap beef. Golden State owned the West Coast and the Cavs owned the East Coast. It was like a rap beef.
Been watching our 4 years. Like the finals brings out, it's like the crescendo obviously of everything that they just talked about. And like that idea of like the rising tides, raising all ships, was that you carry that all year. Like the off-season workouts, you might think it's just a
Not right here, bro. Right. Oh. Whatever, bro. Understand on the other side. Frick. Come on. Go back. There we go. Skip mine, skip mine, skip mine, skip mine, yeah. Hmm. Well, that was fun while it lasted.
faces in your head. Kyrie's face, like you're thinking about who you're gonna have to beat to get to the ultimate goal, and you can't shake it. And that's in the moment, it does mess with you a little bit because it can change your attitude on a day-to-day basis, and it can trigger you for no reason. But it brings the best out of you too over the course of the year. And I would trade those experiences for nothing because it's the ultimate, you know, competition. It's the ultimate adrenaline. It's the ultimate test of who you are as a person. And I feel like it's something we'll cherish for a long time just because of how much and how long we carry that, for sure.
And during their intense matchups throughout the years, they showed how intense these games were.
NBA pettiness is, I don't want to be the sacrificial man for your leadership. Like, come on, man, that's messed up.
Making their finals record against each other 3-1. However, since the two stars have become older and more mature, they constantly show respect to one another, playing the All-Star game together and for Team USA in the Olympics. No matter whose side you're on, we can all agree that they have one of the greatest rivalries of all time. And when they're both out of the league in a few years' time, that's when we'll realise how much they meant to the game.
Few years? Yeah, Steph ain't retiring in 3 years. At least 5. Not 5, 4. At least 4.
Curry and LeBron being the best players of their generation, it only makes sense that they had a great rivalry. However, one player who is nowhere near as good as these two, but continues to trash talk Steph Curry, is Jaylen Brown. When the Warriors faced off against the Celtics in 2017, Curry did something to rookie Jaylen Brown that we don't see often, pointing and talking trash. After Curry put Jaylen Brown in a blender and hit this three to end the
Put him on
quarter,
skates.
he then started pointing at Brown, saying, "I own your ass." Then signaled with his hand that he was talking too much. But the fact that Curry rarely gets this heated, Jaylen Brown must have said something, right? Well, according to Jaylen Brown, no. I didn't say anything to him. I didn't open my mouth. He hit a good shot. It was cute. Let's keep playing basketball. And also added, that was disrespectful. We'll see them again. But other players in the league have noted Brown engages in on-court trash talk. Just listen to what JJ Redick had to say.
When we played in London, Jalen was guarding me for that game. At one point in the second half, I had a cup on the show, I'm sorry, but he called me. I looked at him and was like, yeah, I don't play that. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And Curry wasn't done with Jaylen Brown, as in the 2022 finals, the Warriors beat the Celtics, with Curry winning the finals MVP, having one of the best series of his career.
Yeah, Steph Curry is really good.
No shit.
If you guys haven't noticed, yeah, he can shoot the ball unbelievably. You know, even watching it, playing against it, even in the finals, I feel like he's taking it up a notch a little bit.
Not only was Curry dominant in the series, but he talked a whole lot of trash. Like when he hit this three over Brown, then ran straight over to the Celtics bench and yelled, "I own this place." Or while the Warriors were down 2-1, Curry said this to the Celtics bench.
So we sitting there, and he just like, enjoy y'all last win. He dropped the mic. That was game 3, and I was just like,
I don't understand how you completed this financial statement so quickly. Are you mocking me? No, I want to help you. How?
that was game 3, and I was just like, like us, like it's 2-1. Like, what you mean? Like I'm sitting here like this. I'm like, man, what size am I? Like, I need my ring size.
He couldn't lose, man. He couldn't lose that series.
He said, then I was just like in my head, I'm thinking like this kept me up at night. I'm like, nah, he didn't say that.
If you thought Jaylen Brown would have learnt his lesson to not rile up Steph Curry, you'd be wrong. In a matchup between the Warriors and the Celtics in 2023, Curry was playing terrible, missing shots, turning the ball over, and getting blocked, racking up only 10 points by half-time. By the third, he committed his 4th foul. And to make matters worse, Jaylen Brown did this. But Jaylen Brown hadn't realised what he had just done. He's thinking he just secured the game for the Celtics, put him up by 12, and gave Curry his 5th foul. Even the Celtics Twitter page got ahead of themselves and posted this. But all of this would come back to haunt Jaylen Brown and the Celtics, because all he did was poke the bear. What was once a 17-point lead, Curry led the Warriors to a 6-point victory, scoring 20 points in the
Yeah, I've seen this. I watched this game live.
Only scored 4. Apart from these few beefs, Curry has had a few short back and forths with a number of players. And one of these times is when he embarrassed Patrick Beverley. Pat Bev and Steph Curry do have a bit of a history, with numerous times where they clashed on the court, because Pat Bev's role as a player is trying to get under players' skin by talking trash, exaggerated defense, even injuring opponents. And Curry was no exception, although Steph didn't think this worked on him.
What have you noticed what Patrick Beverley does to try to get under your skin? How do you try to handle that in past matchups?
Just play basketball. That's what we're out on the court to do. Antics and all that kind of stuff is likely to happen. Nothing distracts me from playing basketball. So, historically speaking, it hasn't worked. And I'm going to continue to again, just play basketball.
When Kawhi Leonard and Paul George signed with the Clippers in 2019 and were looked at as one of the top teams in the league, Patrick Beverley was so confident in the Clippers that when he was matched up with Steph Curry, he told him, "You had the last 5 years. The next 5 years are mine." Steph replied with, "Aren't you 31? And as we all know, Patrick Beverley's statement aged like milk, as the Clippers played well below expectations in their 5-year run, not even making it to the finals once, mainly because Kawhi and PG hardly played. Meanwhile, Curry and the Warriors won a championship in 2022. However, Pat Bev does deny saying this.
The famed quote of Pat Bev saying, "The next 5 years are mine," never was said and never happened.
Nah. Just Clippers, we just put the monster team together as we thought, right? As we thought, looking back on it. It was like, no, you had your time. Like, now it's time to switch it up. It wasn't never like a 5 years or, come on. You know. But it was good. So, you know me, I'm like, okay, all right, let me run with this. Like, okay, cool. Like, the internet is the internet. And it played out the way it's supposed to play.
And Patrick Beverley described how hard it is to guard Steph.
Do guys in the NBA go to sleep early the night before playing the Phoenix Suns? Hell no. No.
You mean as a team, or would you talk about Chris Paul individually?
Chris Paul individually.
Okay.
No. I'm going to Steak 44 over there in Phoenix. I'm going to have a nice little wine, probably sweat it out, and but the pregame shoot around and get ready for Chris Paul. Steph Curry, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Mom, don't call me. My girl, don't call me. I'm locked in right now.
But it might come as a surprise that Pat Bev and Steph Curry have actually been friends since they were kids.
Steph like a brother. I don't really talk about relationships with people I drive in NBA, but freshman year in college, roommates, USA team roommates, sophomore year in college, fall careers camp, roommates, LeBron James camp, roommates. These are things people don't know, but we've been knowing each other since we were pups. So it's crazy. I got kids, he got kids. Finally talking about the boy he had, trying to have, and so.
If we have learned something in this video, it's that when you trash talk Steph Curry, you're going to regret it. And Kevin Porter Jr. found this out the hard way. A 21-year-old Kevin Porter Jr. decided to stare down Curry while he was in a slump. But all he did was poke the bear.
Definitely bring another level of competitiveness when fun stuff like that happens during the game. I take it all as entertainment, and sometimes you need a little boost.
At the time Kevin Porter stared at Curry, Steph only had 16 points in the third. And for the last month, he had been shooting 29% from 3. But after that incident, Steph went ballistic, scoring 24 points. 21 of those came in the fourth, helping the Warriors seal the victory over the Rockets. And since we're on the subject of trash talk, one player who talks a whole lot of trash, but most of the time gets humbled, is Julian Newman.
Yeah, he talks trash, but yet he's not even in the league, so I don't even want to hear him. How much robots I got pending? 33. Yeah, I need some more. We cooked. I don't even know how to spell stalking, bro. What should we watch? You play with him in every 2K, isn't he just gonna be the same? Man, what should I watch? Professional basketball. Meh. This seems pretty cool.
Matt Wright, who in 2023 was greeted by an obnoxious heckler. Being a Virgo himself, Matt snapped back immediately.
Alright, let's talk to somebody who's...
I think I already watched that. Actually, no, never mind, I didn't. We'll just watch it.
Matt Wright, who in 2023 was greeted by an obnoxious heckler. Being a Virgo himself, Matt snapped back immediately.
Alright, let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. You know what's funny about this? Before I even defend myself, I don't even care. I don't even believe in this shit, but I can't let it slide. You're Aquarius? Oh, I thought you were annoying.
Well, Matt produced
Why do people care about science so much?
Bro,
it's not true.
Bro, they care so much that what's his name? The dude that was NBA stars. What's his name?
I don't
Nikita
know.
Dragon?
I don't know.
No, he's a makeup YouTuber.
I guess.
James Charles.
I don't know.
Jeffree Star. They care about
Who?
him so much. He made a astrology thing, makeup thing, sold out in seconds.
Oh my God. What did they got?
Yeah, I ain't watching this.
the savageness of his jokes. Troy Bond had no problem destroying his heckler until she left the show. The heckler first got angry when Troy started with his usual political jokes.
I voted for Joe Biden, but that
Who? Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Dude, why does this even pop up on my screen, bro? Dude, what the frick? What should I watch? Thought I was subscribed to him. That's rage bait. That's top 5 rage bait. No. Not even worth it. No, I'm watch that by myself. Come.
From Troy Bond making a heckler cry,
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
to Joe Rogan humiliating another one in front of 2,000 people.
No one hugged you when you were little?
Here are 10 times comedians made hecklers cry, starting off with Matt Wright, who in 2023 was greeted by an obnoxious heckler. Being a Virgo himself, Matt snapped back immediately.
Alright, let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. You know what's funny about this? Before I even defend myself, I don't even care. I don't even believe in this shit, but I can't let it slide. You're Aquarius? Oh, I thought you were annoying.
While Matt reduced the savageness of his jokes, Troy Bond had no problem destroying his heckler until she left the show. The heckler first got angry when Troy started with his usual political jokes.
I voted for Joe Biden, but that shit didn't feel great. Felt like I was giving Grandpa the keys to the Oldsmobile. And telling him to drive to California. I'm probably the most pro-anti-Trump comic out there. That mother... Shut the...
As a white guy trying to talk to black people.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
The situation forced Troy to point out the absurdity of the anger.
What are you upset about? It's not me.
No, and shut up. Any black person ever tried to laugh at his jokes, no.
Stop having fun!
And when the heckler didn't back down, Troy decided to put the woman in her place.
I don't know who the fuck you're mad at, but it's not me.
No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yo. What's up, Phoenix?
Now I'm gonna make fun. I was trying to be empathetic.
And from that point on, whatever the heckler said was just ammunition for Troy's routine.
Cap.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a go ahead, damn it. There's nothing you can say to me. I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight.
And right after, Troy delivered the final blow.
Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber. Drop the scarf, man. That was $3 at Dollar Tree Club.
And just like Troy, Bill Burr also had no problem annihilating hecklers, even if they were literally blind. Bill was doing a stand-up routine when he was interrupted by a heckler with his wedding plans, to which he quickly fired back.
Are you gonna have a 41? You still gonna have the bachelor party? Do you really need to, man? I mean, you're 41. You just lived the bachelor party for 20 years, right?
And he would get a shocking revelation soon after. But instead of backing off like most comedians, Bill still went in and dunked on the guy.
Jeez, well, thank you for bringing it all the way down to
Can y'all hear me? Why isn't nobody responding?
Humiliation wouldn't stop there.
Testing. 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 Yep. It still works. Why isn't anybody responding? Oh well. Let's keep going.
Bill just kept tearing into him until the guy wished he hadn't come to the show.
Well, first of all, you're not blind. You know what? You're looking around too much.
And as Bill started to get suspicious, the blind guy tried to make Bill eat his words.
A good scam. That's not better than that. What? There's no scam? You guys are all blind.
But instead, Bill wiped the floor with him.
I mean, you want me to bump into some... I don't know what I gotta do here to prove to you that I can't see, because I can't see. Jesus Christ. All right, I got it. You can't see. You proved it to me. You're blind. This woman has her hand over her mouth like I made her blind.
Bill didn't tolerate heckling at all. Once, you'd regret it. Unlike Andrew Schultz, who was heckled thrice before finally losing his cool.
What's that, sweetheart?
What?
You're not smart. I don't think you're smart.
But after the heckler's last offense, Andrew was ready to take the heckler to the cleaners.
If you were smart, you would know that's what's funny about the joke. That's the exact thing that's funny about the joke. And I think your math brain isn't creative enough to understand humor.
And Andrew only became more savage as the show went on.
I'll give you a chance for the rest of the show to try to laugh. But if you find yourself not laughing, just know I'm not smart enough. That's what you have to remind. Your brain doesn't work for it.
As Andrew kept calling the heckler out, though, even the crowd became more enthusiastic.
I'm sure you're really good at engineering. No, you're really good at engineering, ruining other people's nights. Being selfish. You got all those down, but humor is not for you.
But when the heckler tried to avoid Andrew's gunfire by playing the victim, Andrew made sure she didn't leave the show without bullet holes.
And look, there is a place to go if you don't like humor. No, you shouldn't go to hell. Why would you go to hell? That's for funny people. Ruin our time in hell too? How dare you? You don't follow me to hell?
Andrew's heckler only got embarrassed in front of a club, unlike this next one, who was destroyed in front of 2,000 people by Joe Rogan in his 2017 show.
Hold on, wait, people stop cheering. Tell me what you just said. I say, man, good to you. Why you yelling out like that? No one hugged you when you were little?
And Joe wasn't going to easily back off now that he had the spotlight.
I'm trying to sort through this because you're...
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
I'm trying to sort through this because you're the show. You understand that, right? want you to turn around and look, there's 2,000 other people besides you. You know that, right?
Joe's constant berating made the heckler give up.
I'm just curious, why do you think it's a good idea to just yell? Oh, now you're gonna shut up? I'll get you kicked out. You better talk to me now. Don't be a coward.
As the heckler turned into the crowd's laughingstock, Joe decided to be more creative with his roasts, with lines like this.
You are a factor of us removing the word retard from the vernacular. They think it's okay to do shit because there's no real word to describe people like that anymore.
And this.
When you nerf the world, motherfuckers like you think you can come to a show and just yell out stupid shit and piss off 2,000 other people.
But, despite ruining his show, Joe still gave the guy one last chance to redeem himself.
Now I'm gonna give you one last chance to shut the fuck up or they're gonna forcibly remove you. So what's it gonna be?
However, Joe would soon regret being so nice in making that offer.
What's that? Did you say Donald Trump? Alright, kick this dummy out, please.
And, as security finally took the heckler away, Joe had some more choice words for him.
Oh, look what happens. This is what's supposed to happen to you all throughout your life.
Joe let it all out on his heckler, unlike Sammy Obeid, who silenced this irritating crowd member.
Man, these freaking comedians are mean. Some of them are. Others... Others are just... They sometimes like it when you heckle, but if you go too far, you're probably cooked.
To a live show, people here paid for tickets to watch me talk, and I did not ask you for all that feedback.
It all started when Sammy was making a joke about his snack bag.
So yeah, my snack bag's like 300 pounds. Because I add a lot of stuff to it, and I don't subtract, so the math ain't math, you know.
But just before his joke could land, someone in his front row got offended over the pettiest thing.
I have a hard time throwing away things if they're not like done. I think that's like the trauma of brown parents. You know what I mean? Like you can't throw something away if there's like a little bit of crumbs in it. You know what I mean? So I keep looking at you. I looked at you once for the brown parents card. I only did one brown parents reference.
Sammy wasted no time turning the tables on her.
And you look back at me as if you don't have brown parents. You liar, okay? Pull up a picture on your phone of your white parents and show me that I'm racist, okay?
But after dropping one final joke to completely invalidate her claims about racism,
I totally should have looked at it, you know, because you know brown parent. Like I should have looked at this guy. Here I was, being
That's not me. I bet you he does not have brown parents. That dude is
the heckler's narcissistic
Fat Thor.
of the show only got worse.
It's okay because I might buy it back from you actually.
Making Sammy finally reach his breaking point.
No. Let me give you a piece of advice. Okay. Yeah, let me give you a piece of advice. People in this room are very not happy with what's going on right now. You didn't know that until they clapped.
But even after his show was almost ruined, Sammy stayed quiet and made a fool out of the heckler in the most polite way possible.
You also do have to understand the live show. There's like
Yeah, people are just, some are polite like this guy. And Matt Rife. I don't know anybody else. And Trevor Wallace. They're nice. They don't kick people out. But that other guy, don't push his buttons. Or Brody, you just came to a show that you paid $2,000 for and you didn't even stay the entire time. Or however much the tickets are for a front row seat, which I know that's a lot.
It needs to happen. You can't interrupt the jokes with your commentary. You know what I'm saying? Because how would I do a show if that was... You didn't say any commentary until you said commentary.
Instead of improving, however, the heckler chose to play the victim card.
Starts crying. Yeah. That's a Karen. That's what Karens do.
Don't turn into a 40-year-old asshole. I've been an asshole my whole life. Okay?
The heckler was eventually forced to leave, but she couldn't help pollute the show.
Those usually become comedians.
She was already starting to write it. She pulled out her phone. She's like, how can I let the world
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my phone. Start recording. Like this is some sort of traffic stop. Like, buddy, this is America. Karen. Yelp review? What are you, 70 years old? Jeez.
Sammy tried his best to stay polite with his heckler, but Jimmy Carr didn't bother holding back when he roasted not one, but 4 hecklers in a single routine in his 2020 show.
Why don't we have a proper heckle amnesty? If you would like to have a heckle, this would be the ideal time. Not...
Wanker.
I look like I pig. Do I still owe your mum money? Is she annoyed, is she?
Another guy would soon try his luck against Jimmy and suffer the same sorry fate.
Your partner thinks I'm too crude. So if she's been brought along to the show and it's not for her. Are you going to make it up to her somehow later on? Maybe pop a thumb in her ass while you're f***ing her?
But that wouldn't be the last of Jimmy's hecklers.
When does the comedy start? It's a classic.
And in order to make
That ain't no classic. I never heard of that one.
What's your name, sir? Like shoe rack, you're called Rack.
And Jimmy soon started preparing Rack.
But I suppose, Rack, you have learned a valuable lesson. You've learned life's not fair. You pay your money, you take your chance. Sometimes it's a good show, sometimes it's not for you.
For the slaughter he was about to commit.
Another example of how unfair, Rack, our society is. Let's say if a man, you're right, sir, let's say if a man sleeps with loads and loads of women. What is he? He's a stud, he's a player, he's admired in our society. That isn't an opinion, that's fact. If a guy sleeps with loads of women, he's a player, he's a stud, he's admired. But if a woman sleeps with loads and loads of men, she's called Rack's mum.
Got him!
Jimmy soon started putting nails in Rack's coffin. It's all right for me to say that because Rack's mum's not going to be here, is she? Saturday night, you're having a laugh. It's her busiest evening.
The heckler, however, decided to fight back with a very immature jab.
Damn!
42-inch widescreen TV.
But he would soon realize how futile it is trying to outwit a professional comedian.
Okay. I've just said that your mum's a prostitute. And you just said your face is wide.
And while Jimmy thought that would be the last heckle, someone else would soon prove him wrong. But Jimmy instantly showed them who's the real boss of the show.
Or fun fact for you, your girlfriend's got 2 She's sat next to one of them, isn't she? I'm sorry, I called you up there. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sure you don't have the depth or the capacity to give pleasure.
And another comedian who proved that he's the real deal on stage is Drew Lynch, who in his 2019 show utterly
Don't know who this is.
in front of his own girlfriend.
Go to North Maryland and figure out manners, asshole.
Drew started his routine talking about how absurd the venue was.
A lot of people said I couldn't sell tickets in a loft, and I proved them wrong because this room seats 8. So love that we maximize the capacity, and then the stage is failing escape room or something.
And just in the start of his show, he got a very bizarre suggestion.
You what? You said I can hang from. I'm hanging no one from the ceiling. Why is that a suggestion?
And while they had a great show, someone decided to ruin the vibe at that last moment.
This is the part of the show where I get to be done. So. You said about time? Then why the tits are you here? Go to North Maryland
was obvious that even the heckler's partner was embarrassed of him.
You're saying about time that I'm done? Is that what you're saying?
He don't know.
He don't know?
This gave Drew just what he needed to continue the heckler's humiliation ritual.
Well, that was a fun heckle. That's my favorite. Is when I get done doing the show, and someone's like, Jesus, finally. We can do this escape room up here. Meanwhile, your girlfriend's trying to escape your relationship. And then when she leaves your rude ass, we'll all be like, about time.
And just like how Drew roasted the heckler in front of his girlfriend, Patrice O'Neal roasted a female heckler using her boyfriend as ammunition.
You need to stop being so wrapped up, but that's like he's seeing you're auditioning for him to be your man at some point. This guy is a nice guy.
It all started when the woman heckled Patrice during his routine, and he did not let it slide.
I think he wants to see you every day. His face. Just look at her face. It's just like a stroke victim.
But when Patrice kept throwing punches, the heckler decided to fight back.
I'm sorry, say that again? What?
But Patrice soon handed her a much-needed check back to reality.
No, don't even go, that's what I knew she was gonna say. That's the face she has. And that's what you deal with. That's what she has to have. Yeah, they laugh. Who's gonna make your miserableness?
And deconstructed the woman's entire persona to roast her.
You have movies in your head that only star you, directed by you. Everybody else is laughing and she goes, you have to make me laugh. The fact that laughter's contagious should help you. Dead on the inside, that's you.
Patrice didn't let the heckler's comments slide, just like Bo Burnham, who got so annoyed by an audience member that he put his heckler in a song. Bo Burnham was performing a new song and was just getting in his zone.
I feel like hip-hop is voiceless.
But even before Bo could get the song going, he was loudly interrupted by a drunk heckler.
Hey, girl. What? As long as this stop was worth it.
But instead of getting swayed, Bo used the heckler to improve his performance instead.
I appreciate it, man. All right.
Didn't need that.
Weirdest heckler interaction. You're doing a really good job, in my opinion. Eat it.
But he did make sure to express his true feelings before continuing on with the song. And ensured the heckler was parodied in his performance.
Yep. Everybody's gone, bro. I'm alone in this. Where'd everybody go? They probably were all gold diggers. Why do I gotta freaking leave this just to go to join another server? But it's gonna take me 10 to 20 minutes just to like 10-20 minutes just to get the boost to work with the buttons up. I ain't leaving. Waste of my time. Why isn't this changing? It says I got 318, but it didn't change. There we go. Don't know why it wouldn't change. That was weird. It's supposed to change automatically. I don't know why it didn't do that. Yo, should we go join Queen Lynn? And my computer crashed again. Great. It just might. That might close. Got 3 people in chat. Appreciate you guys. YouTube bugging out. Oh, we're down to 1 person now. For a big, what is that? Joke back? This better not get me demonetized.
Up a sign over here. Did you see that sign that she held up? I'll show my for a big joke buck. William, what do you think we should do with this lady, huh?
Joke back, stupid.
I think she's kind of really ugly, Tony.
Oh my God. Oh.
I'm trying to see her tonight, Tony.
She laughed. Whip him out. She laughed.
You want to see those Rocky tops?
Hell no!
I forgot. There's 11-year-olds.
That can't be his first.
There's a lady holding up a sign over here. Did you see that sign that she held up? I'll show my.
At least they didn't get demonetized. At least they didn't show it. Actually, they. Good. Couch potato pulled this miracle versus my new 37k goat shack. Or the fact that you spend $37,000 on a card for a freaking video game. Crazy. There we go. Maybe this way easier. Bro just joined Queen Lynn and left me. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm joining a different server. Matter of fact, I've done it for like 10 minutes, and if it's boring, I'll just leave. Server's full anyway. You've built a bench warmer. World's strongest teenagers. I could beat him. What's up, Evelyn? Gotta spend 10 minutes trying to freaking get this thing to load. Welcome in, Evelyn. Welcome. Don't leave. It worked for a little bit, but then the sign went away. The hell? This game tripping. This game broke. Hold on. Yeah, this game's broken. There we go. Back to few reactions, but thank you for tuning in, Evelyn. Appreciate you. Yeah, 6 times a day, yeah, that's why. That's crazy. Just watch some cop reactions. They pretty cool. What about police? What's up, Peak Edits? Welcome in. Oh, nice. There's 2 people right in front of me. Oh, the bacon. Okay. What's up, bro? Appreciate the sub, my guy. Thank you. Police chase ends in violent crash. Let's see what this is about. How long ago was this?
What's going on? Central. My gosh.
17 hours ago?
Stu, what are we looking at? Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of multitasking.
Yo, Phoenix, why'd you leave me, bro? Tell Lynn to get in here, bro. I'm waiting. No, you join me. And plus, the server is full, so I can't.
There he is. He's coming out. Anyway, so, yes, I understand that. So what's going on is a pursuit here in the downtown area. As you can see, it's very, very difficult because we have the buildings out here.
Wait, was this live streamed? I'll check it out later.
Vehicles wanted for it. Can't really tell you what the original want was, but I can tell you this driver, very reckless. That pickup truck's been fishtailing, been up on sidewalks, driving over islands, and on the wrong side of the road. Very many close calls. You saw another fishtail right there. These buildings making it very difficult to keep.
Listen, Felix, I would join, but look, I've seen it. But the server, watch. I had to join this server because the other one was full. Let's see if the server is still full. It probably is. I can't join it. Full. Can't join it. I would if I could. Yo, Bacon. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love and support. Just keep watching this.
Keep an eye on it, and that's one of the reasons why they keep re-engaging that pursuit. Because the helicopter, the PD helicopter that's over it, also having those same difficulties. You can see this. This is one of those ones where I am very, very sensitive about what we're doing and what we're showing because of the fact that this thing has been so all over the road and all over. Like I said, a couple times on the sidewalk. These high speeds and this very, very erratic driving is you just don't want to see this end in a crash hurting a pedestrian and or even just some bent metal, some people just being hurt. We're making our way back over there. Of course, we're
Dang, bro.
as soon as possible. I did turn down the scanner because I wanted to talk to you guys, but you can see this pursuit continuing right now. And again, very high speeds, very, very reckless, and those wide turns. Look at that, people jumping out of the way. And of course, LAPD, they're doing what they can. And again, they've re-engaged it.
Wait, where is this at? LA. Wait, LA as in Los Angeles?
See that they're not going to go against traffic, so they're basically letting this guy make his way that. And again, right there, you see it, the helicopter above. But even with nobody behind him, that reckless driving definitely
Either Los Angeles.
LAPD more than anything else.
That is very concerning, Stu. He's weaving in and out of one-way lanes, and then there's a lot of pedestrians too in that area. And a lot of people who are up on the sidewalk, as you can see. It doesn't seem like that makes any difference to this driver. Look at how he's fishtailing all over the road. And that's when nobody is really actively pursuing him right now. I'm sure.
Look at the stuff in the back of his truck. That stuff is moving.
What's especially dangerous about
Bro, just thread the needle right there.
Pursuit goes and weaves its way into the downtown area. The downtown corridor, obviously, they're extremely busy. You see homeless encampments there. You see lots of people on the streets and the sidewalks. You see the vendors as well. And
Yo, if you guys don't have if you guys have Twitch, y'all go follow this too. Let me put it in chat for y'all. I sometimes stream on Twitch, but I mostly stream on YouTube. I stream on Twitch if I want to listen to music while I play stuff. Like if I want to do a full ROBLOX thing, then I'm going to stream Twitch. Shoot. Y'all join that. Shoot. That's my Twitch. Yes, I know I'm delayed. You don't gotta tell me.
this this is happening at a very high rate of speed on surface streets, and so that's a huge danger there when you have so many pedestrians and cars and intersections. It is super dangerous, and this driver showing no signs of slowing down or stopping while these black and whites are right on his tail in pursuit of this. Also, this is such a high rate of speed here, so you can't really even anticipate.
Bro's not even going that fast.
Might be going. It looks like he's going every which way through the downtown area, Stu.
That's for sure. Every which way. And, you know, this is the reason why they did re-engage the pursuit a couple of times. The lights and sirens at least giving some of these folks warning about what's going on. Looks like we're making our way out of the downtown area, which might be a plus. I think we might have some issues getting into the Bravo if he starts heading a little bit more.
Six-pack, get out of here. You ain't got no six-pack. Goofy. Look at this. People claiming booths by mine just to get donated. Kindness looks good on you. Try it today. That's pretty good, bro. That's pretty good. He gonna get donos. Watch. Alright, Phoenix, take care, bro.
South, that's the LAX airspace because of the fog, but we're definitely going to keep an eye on it. There he goes, making another turn. So now he's on Washington, so at least we're not going into the LAX airspace. The speeds might have slowed down just a little bit.
Hold on. Alright. Whoops, let me pop chat back up.
Oh my gosh. And that vehicle actually went into a basement. That is a basement area.
Oh, gosh.
Suspect climbing out of the vehicle and basically trying to run. LAPD, they've got to be somewhere nearby. But I'm really concerned about those anybody that's in that car, the driver, of course. But you can see that it actually flipped over and went into, like, fell at least the story. That is a basement. It might be a little difficult to see. I don't know what this driver is doing down there. It looks like he almost wants to go and see if they're like wants to help, but anyways, LAPD's got to be making their way over here as quickly as possible. But that actually is the suspect
situation right now.
Yes, definitely. And okay, there's PD. They're arriving, and
Yeah, look, he's drunk.
The PD helicopter saw that crash as well. They made that call immediately, just as we saw it happening live. They're going to take this guy into custody, and of course, they were going to check on those persons in that.
Yeah, he's drunk.
Making access to those persons, that might be a little bit difficult.
Okay, someone needs to get to that
boys in blue.
There's a lot of barbed wire around this empty lot. As you said, it almost looks like it's an abandoned lot, and perhaps they were digging deeper into the ground or took away some of the building there, and there's a step down or almost like a basement area that this SUV then flipped.
Bro is so drunk.
Into that empty lot, and really scary here as we don't know the condition of this driver inside this vehicle here.
And how many people were inside the car too?
Yeah, and we haven't seen any movement. Engine's still running. What we're seeing right there is because the engine's upside down. The oil is getting into the cylinders, and that's the reason why we're seeing that white smoke coming out. One of the officers made their way down there. They are starting to.
If y'all subscribe, y'all should see the little subscribe thing go up. So yo, hit that subscribe button. Almost at 320.
to at least talk to the driver. But I would wonder, is this person even conscious? That was quite a hit and a flip, and then you also have to figure must have fallen at least 10 feet into that. Like you said. Basement area, or possible was a basement here when there was a building. Officers going to try to do what they can, but they have to also be cautious. But fire department definitely en route. You can see this. What a crazy pursuit!
To see
exactly
the speed,
what I was worried about.
The speed with which this driver was going. I mean, it was like over 80 miles per hour in some areas of these surface streets in downtown.
But also
That's
how
what we were
reckless he was
concerned about.
driving the wrong way down one-way streets, weaving in and out of traffic, at one point getting up on the sidewalk. I'm glad he's in custody, but I'm now worried for the person or people who were in that car right now.
They might be dead.
Well, we're watching.
They might be deceased.
Here, and they are
Oh no. Because they ain't doing nothing.
Perhaps they'll have to get some tools to extricate the people or the passengers that are inside this vehicle, and obviously
They're just standing by it, not doing anything.
they're going to bring in the paramedics and the braces to make sure that they can safely get this person out. We're just praying that the person or persons inside this SUV are okay. But this
I would hope that they would just shut that engine off, because I don't want to see this thing start to catch fire.
That's right.
You know, you have these officers here; they probably have access.
How?
To,
How if he's dead?
Fire extinguisher, but still, that engine's still running. That's not.
Or if he is deceased, gone, he can't turn it off, and then it's on the complete other side of the steering wheel.
Going to be a fire department. They're going to have more tools to make that happen. But again, we definitely know at least the driver inside that vehicle. Violent crash out here, corner of Trinity and Washington. That pursuit suspect in custody. But right now, our biggest concern is that innocent person or persons inside that upside down SUV. There you go. One of the officers actually climbing in. Trying to make their way in there. Looks like, okay, so
we want to go ahead and play this. We want to go ahead and play the video of the end of this pursuit to see just how this happened. One vehicle, that vehicle in pursuit truck slamming into that other SUV.
Damn,
as
that's crazy.
Through that intersection, and the speed so fast that the SUV flipped over into that empty lot.
And you're estimating, Stu, that the drop was about 10 feet?
Oh wow, the person is
it's
outside
probably
the
about
vehicle.
10 feet. Yeah, she's outside the vehicle. She climbed out the other side. Actually, Dylan was saying that the PD ship was telling us
Wow.
that the driver is out of the vehicle, climbed out the other side. So you got her. You can see visibly injured and shocked. I can imagine. And this is the thing. I am sure she doesn't even know what happened. You know, she is just literally driving and then broadsided like that, the vehicle flipping over and landing in this basement. It's definitely, I'm happy she's alive. I'm sad that this happened. That's probably the best way to say it. And you can see some of the damage on that apparently stolen vehicle. That's what we're getting from our assignment desk. That was the original want of that of the vehicle was a stolen vehicle. But anyways, driver in custody, the innocent driver of the other one out of the vehicle, and of course fire department en route.
She's alive, and the good news is she's alert, and she was able to pull herself out of that. So a lot of good signs here, but obviously they're keeping her on the ground here until firefighters and paramedics can arrive, do a full assessment, and take her to the hospital where she can get some help. But what a crazy situation for this driver, just on her way there. That's at 7:30 this morning.
And this is Washington Boulevard at Trinity. You can see the moments before, when the crash happened. You can see her car just flipped over that.
He was drunk. He was drunk. Wow. Telling you.
And she actually, officers had to pull her out of not the driver's side, but the passenger side.
Yeah, part of it was that there is that drop.
Yeah.
There's that drop into this into this lot, and so that's I mean, as chances are, you know, she's gonna go into that intersection, gets into this accident, and goes into a lot where it causes the SUV to flip over And
I'm sure officers right now are telling her not to move, right, until paramedics get on scene.
The front of the vehicle where she was driving, I mean, that looks like it's absolutely crushed. So, gosh, it's just so crazy how lucky they are. There's the firefighters, the paramedics there arriving at the scene.
This is a major thoroughfare, so I'm sure they're going to be shutting things down temporarily until they get things in order over here.
Yeah. We do have our Gigi Gracia, who is on the scene there, so she'll be able to give us a look from the ground as soon as she gets to that location. But we'll be monitoring the situation here. Again, the end of a pursuit ends with a crash. One person, it appears...
Well, alright. Let's see what else. One police chase of stolen semi-truck. God, that dude is flying. I wouldn't get in front of that. No, thank you. Bro's got skills to drive that thing, because it's so big, you can't get it, it's hard to swerve. Oops. Damn, he's moving. Don't get in front of it, bro. What are you, stupid? Gotta be retarded, bro. Don't get in front of it. Stop. You are going to hurt yourself. Dude, stop getting in front of the semi-truck, bro. Stop. Yep, he just wants to die. Whatever.
7514, he's now entered the other lane of traffic, and now he's just crashed back over to the correct lane. So you can get a helo. 1022, he's wrecking. He just wrecked that radio.
Okay. Just get away from the car. Come drive. Let me see your hand. Keep your hands visible. Put your hands up. Watch down. Watch out. Get off. What do you say? Get away. I'm perfect.
Dang. What is this? That looks like Angel Reese. I wouldn't be mad though.
At least 23 people were hurt when the amusement park ride that they were on collapsed. Take a look. Just a horrific incident there. This
Holy
called Green Mountain Resort. Local news reports say that 4 people of the 23 were seriously injured. The government ordered the resort closed while it investigated the incident.
Yeah, that's why I don't go on those. Y'all let me know if y'all have ever went on those, if you like riding those, if those are fun. Me personally, no. No. Police arrest man over social media. Social media pranks.
Influencer is behind bars after his viral pranks caused chaos at several Valley businesses. Tempe police arrested 21-year-old Heston Cobb. He's known as Heston James on social media. He has more than 1 million followers on Instagram and TikTok. This is video of one of those pranks that Cobb put up on social media. It has since gone viral. Tempe police say that it shows him and a group of men going into a Tempe auto shop, and they're dressed up as employees, pretending to be them. Cobb then tells the group to begin working, and the men begin grabbing equipment and crawling underneath vehicles. One employee, see, that's what they do. They jump out of the van and then they just cause chaos. One employee screams to get out, but they just won't leave. They're just, again, just causing absolute chaos. In another viral video, Cobb shows up at a Chipotle dressed as a worker. He tells employees he's bringing in a crew to, quote, clean house. And he tells the employees that, yeah, that they're all basically going to get fired, or they're going to be cleaning up basically cleaning this area up, apparently. And then the employees at the Chipotle called 911.
A lot of these prank videos may seem like fun and games. They garner millions of views, and these influencers get a lot of money for these views, but really they're affecting businesses, they're affecting people, they're affecting, you know, the regular operations. So that's where things start to become criminal.
And so this is what's happening now. Cobb.
Come on, bro. Prosecutor will seek death penalty for YouTuber accused in live-streamed murders.
Now to an update on a case that we have been following very, very closely. Prosecutors have filed an intent to seek the death penalty in the case of the YouTuber accused of shooting and killing 2 content creators on the Las Vegas Strip. That's according to court documents. Manuel Ruiz, known online as Sin City Manny, is facing charges in the murders of Rodney and Tanisha Finley, captured in a live stream at the Bellagio Fountains on June 8th. Ruiz is due back in court on August 4th.
See what this is about. Rapper Gloria. Wait. Oh, Glorilla's.
Hate this NASA-engineered portable AC, but there's nothing they can do about it. It's smaller than a toaster, cools any room in 90 seconds, and uses just a fraction of the energy of a regular AC.
There are growing calls for change.
Her server is still full.
Tonight after the arrest of rapper Glorilla. Forsyth County deputies responded to her home for a burglary last week.
But they claimed to smell marijuana, so they got a search warrant, then arrested her after finding weed. Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo is taking a closer look at a new bill that could offer protection for victims of certain crimes.
Well, this arrest of rapper Glorilla has a lot of people talking. Forsyth County deputies went out to her home as burglars ransacked it and shots were fired. They got away, but she was the one who ended up in handcuffs. Sheriff's deputies responded to the rapper's home after someone inside shot at the burglars. When they got there, the bandits were long gone, along with some of her jewelry. As detectives investigated, they say they smelled weed and got a search warrant. They say they found a, quote, significant amount in her bedroom closet.
This is pretty outrageous.
Tom Church is a trial attorney based here in Metro Atlanta. He's worried about the implications because the rapper, whose real name is Gloria Woods, was the victim here.
It's going to have a really bad chilling effect on people calling the police to report crimes. And that's already something we see in certain communities.
Glorilla wasn't home at the time, but when she got back, she turned herself in for felony marijuana possession and posted a $22,000 bond.
They claim to have smelled marijuana during a time in the legal framework where there are products that look like marijuana, smell like marijuana, that are actually legal hemp products.
The sheriff says he's committed to catching those burglars, but, quote, at the same time, we must continue to uphold and enforce the law in all aspects of this case.
How dare we criminalize a victim when they're seeking for help?
State Representative Eric Bell has called for the charges to be dropped. He co-sponsored a bipartisan bill that would allow the victims of some crimes to avoid arrest in certain circumstances.
If we passed HB 464 into law last year in Georgia, when she would have made that phone call, she wouldn't have been arrested.
There's probably some more things we need to flesh out, because if you don't want to stop the police from acting on the dead body they find in the basement, right? That's not what we're going after. What we're going after is making sure a situation like this doesn't happen again.
And the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office tells me their investigation into the burglary is still ongoing. We've reached out to Glorilla's team for comment. She posted on social media, "My house gets home invaded, and I'm the only one that gets arrested." Reporting in Atlanta, Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Rob, thanks.
Dang.
See you tonight.
Boy, have the tables have turned. This looks pretty cool.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
What if I put this on my booth? Oops. Dang. I need those floating cash. No, you're not, bro. If you were on my live. Bro, such a liar, bro. Make some liars. See what we got, chat.
A sudden flash freeze has turned the roadway into a sheet of ice.
I'm having so much PTSD right now. I'm honestly panicking.
We're gonna scud, but we're only going 5 miles an hour.
So one driver, who seems to have experience with conditions like this, wisely takes extreme caution on her way home.
My wheels are stopping, but the car's still sliding.
As her passenger offers helpful advice.
Just go 5 miles an hour. Just for the hill. Yes, just for the hill. We're going 5 miles an hour. And around the bend that I have my...
That dude, you better just be careful of the dude in front of you.
While the slight uphill battle may be too much for cars going the other way, the driver's cautious approach seems to be working.
Why aren't they salting the roads yet? We can't go up.
Unfortunately, there's another driver behind them that is having a lot more trouble. And their vehicle is much, much bigger.
Oh my God! We should call 911.
A semi, coming from behind, loses control, sending its load spinning, clipping the woman's car, and crashing into two others.
Call 911. Call 911.
Holy crap, dude.
The woman in this car somehow escapes serious injury, as do the two occupants of the white truck behind it. The driver goes to check on the woman in the first car hit, as her friend calls 911.
I don't know, but it's in New Sharon. There's a huge semi-truck. It just crashed.
Authorities arrive soon after. According to the woman filming, the roads froze over in less than 10 minutes.
I'm honestly panicking.
Which serves as a reminder to always take it slow in the cold. Tractor trailer records as it travels in the far right lane. Thus far, a fairly routine journey. But watch the left rear view mirror closely.
Holy!
Another semi carrying 60,000 pounds of sand barrels into the side of the tractor trailer from the adjacent lane and flips it so violently that its cabin detaches from its trailer.
Damn.
The driver of the semi that was hit is stunned and unsure of what to do. Other motorists arrive on the scene and join him in checking on the driver of the truck that flipped, who's still trapped in the cabin. What they find is miraculous.
Brian, I just got into a real bad accident.
Though badly banged up with 2 broken legs and multiple cuts and bruises, the driver is alive. According to the driver with the dash cam, the trucker had fallen asleep at the wheel, causing him to lose control of his vehicle and slam into the other semi. Another good reminder, if you're feeling sleepy on the road, pull over, especially when driving a 30-ton truck. In Mexico, according to the driver with the dash cam, this semi-truck has been driving erratically. And appears intent on blocking all motorists from passing.
Who's in front of me? There's two of you. But what's up? Welcome in. Hit that subscribe button. This thing up here will change. If it doesn't, let me know. I'll refresh it.
Leaving vehicles on either side at the trucker's mercy.
But I appreciate you for joining up.
But just moments later, an even larger semi has had enough. Which is when it becomes abundantly clear that for the trucker who's been driving erratically, size means nothing.
Heck yeah.
Fearing a catastrophic accident, the bigger truck wisely backs off. But the close call doesn't stop another smaller vehicle from trying the same thing on the opposite side. But this time, the
Good.
catastrophe is not avoided. The semi swerves across 2 lanes of traffic far too quickly for a truck of its size.
Blue clothes? Oh, you. Okay. What's up?
A close call and powerful lesson. When dealing with an erratic driver, especially one in a much larger vehicle, call the authorities and back off. In High Point, North Carolina, a truck's dash cam captures vehicles crossing train tracks that appear to be safe, now that a southbound train has just passed by. When suddenly, the gate comes down again, trapping the truck with a dash cam and a blue car on the tracks as a northbound train approaches. The car's driver gets out in a panic. The train is just seconds away.
Just
runs
go.
for cover, while the truck driver puts it into reverse, pushing through the gates behind them. The northbound train demolishes the woman's car. The driver of the car flees the scene, but 2 days later, she turns herself into police and is charged with having no operator's license and cited for a railroad crossing violation. So at a train crossing, remember, waiting for all the signals to be clear is well worth the extra time.
But why would you even cross that?
Monday.com, the opposite of any
If you see it flashing red on the side, stop in front of it.
They all suck.
Stop far behind
Monday, total
the
opposite. It didn't just work,
the gate.
spread. And people became Monday evangelists.
caution line so you don't get hit. You gotta look, bro. You're giving me 1,000 donuts? No, I don't think I am. No, I'm not.
Port Orange, Florida. A resident films from his balcony as a moving truck attempts to pull out of a tight parking spot.
Me and my brother just hear this crunch. These dumbasses just backed into a car. Look, oh no, oh, let's get the out of here. Watch this. I bet you they take off. Watch, look.
According to the man filming, the driver of this moving truck allegedly just sideswiped the vehicle parked on his right side when trying to get out.
See if he crunches it even more.
And he's apparently learned nothing from the experience.
Look at that. Oh, gnarly, dude. Oh my god. This is great.
How do you even get it?
Oh, dude.
As the driver continues
How?
to the car's side with the truck, his partner appears helpless to stop it.
Oh, dude, he's gonna hit it even more. Oh my god.
Dude, how do you park it like that? This is insane.
Eventually does pull out. And then, according to the man filming, drives away.
So these guys are just trying to take off now. So go ahead and get that license plate. Holy dude.
The man filming notifies the owner of the damaged SUV. He claims police open a hit-and-run investigation, the result of which is unknown. As for the movers,
oh, gnarly, dude. Oh.
Probably gonna lose their
It might
jobs.
not be a bad idea to brush up with some truck driving lessons.
Facts.
Oh, dude.
There are a number of reasons why a tractor trailer might get stuck at a train.
No, but seriously, they don't really need to touch up on their driving lessons, because that's impressive on how you parked it like that without without scratching it or nothing. If they did scratch it whenever they were coming in, then never mind. But they didn't show it, so.
Crossing. Raised tracks can ground the truck midway through. The engine could stall when shifting gears, or because the trailers can be so long and the acceleration is slow, it could simply be a poorly timed crossing by an impatient driver. But whatever the cause, the results are terrifying.
Stupid.
In Del Rio, Texas, an 18-wheeler is stuck at a crossing.
Oh my god, speed. Stop!
With the driver
Oh my
still inside. And a freight train unable to stop. The speeding train slams directly into the trucker's cab, ripping it from the rest of the truck. According to eyewitnesses,
1,000 likes? No.
the driver manages to climb out of his wrecked
I'm supposed to
cab
give you
after
1,000
the
likes. I'm only
impact
one person.
and is immediately rushed to the hospital. Despite an investigation, it remains unclear how the truck became stuck on the tracks.
Stop!
In Austin, Texas, a motorist with a dash cam is waved on by a dump truck driver who may be having some trouble. The car's driver continues down a long, curving hill to a stoplight. The intersection is busy, making it a bit more challenging for cars in the far right lane to make the turn on red. Which is very bad news for the driver in this gray sedan.
Uh-oh. Will the red truck be able to stop? Nope.
Disaster strikes.
Holy mother of jeez Louise!
Earlier plows into a gray sedan, pushes it through the intersection. intersection.
and hits another car.
Other vehicles.
Or the other vehicle.
And then punches through a concrete barrier.
Help you? Yeah, no. You can help yourself though. And hit the subscribe button.
Thankfully, good Samaritans are able to pull the driver out.
Bro really thought.
Before his truck catches fire.
Gulp.
Emergency personnel arrive on the scene. The driver of the gray sedan is reportedly treated for concussion. The 19-year-old driver of a red car that was T-boned reportedly incurs a spinal injury. None of the motorists, including the trucker, sustained life-threatening injuries. Investigators later determined brake failure as the cause of the multi-car collision. As bad as this situation was, considering
What was in the back of his truck?
and the number of vehicles involved, everyone is lucky. It wasn't much worse. On a California freeway, a motorist records a semi dragging a red car that is wedged under its trailer.
Bro just didn't stop.
That's on the freeway going up the home path. They don't know what's going on here.
Making the situation even more dire.
Oh my god.
Ha, no. Facts. This dude is literally helping me. Yeah, donate. Go ahead. I ain't stopping him if he's helping me. Go ahead. Like and subscribe. Don't tell me I'm tired. You subscribed. Why is it still at 318? And why is it still at 1 like? Oh, okay, I see now. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
The driver's life is clearly in danger, so the man filming, along with several other motorists, join forces to flag down the semi-driver. The hell? Which they finally do.
Wow. He dropped the guy. Why were you driving so far? So far? Dude, the guy's in your car. I didn't know it. What do you didn't know it, dude? He's on your truck. You need to get out of your truck right now. He's on your truck.
According to police reports, the incident occurred when the 62-year-old trucker failed to see the red car when he changed lanes and had no idea he had hit it. He is eventually cleared of any wrongdoing. The driver of the red car sustains no injuries. Lesson learned, hopefully for both parties. When big rigs and cars are sharing the road, keep your eyes on the blind spots. It's late at night, and Andre Turan.
But the blue dress in front of you don't bother me so much. You're bothering me. What you mean?
Whose car's equipped with visual cameras from his job as a rideshare driver, is heading back home to New Jersey from a casino in New York State. Luck is not on his side tonight.
It was a dead quiet night, like 0 cars on the road. I was maybe 1 or 2 miles from my exit, and the semi-truck passed me. And so I tried to pass him on the left. He merged into the left lane.
Hey, business owner. Tired of wasting hours on scheduling, attendance, and payroll? Connecting's here to simplify all of that for you. With Connecting's auto schedule.
So I hit my right blinker, went to the right to pass him on the right, and he went to the right. So I saw an opening there where he was fully in the right lane, and I hit my blinker and tried to speed past him.
The semi swerves to the left, aggressively blocking him from passing.
Why do they do that, bro?
Off the road.
Put the movie aside. I don't think I will.
Striking his car from behind.
You can leave me alone, though.
As I passed him, and his headlights were right behind me. I got rear-ended, spun the rear out, and I got dragged down the road for maybe 100 meters.
And Andre still doesn't know why it happened.
I didn't do anything with this guy. I don't know if maybe he didn't like the way I was driving. I have no idea.
Thankfully, Andre only suffers minor injuries. No charges are filed.
I don't have the power to press charges. As far as insurance goes, it's a mistake that happened.
A mistake that gave Andre a new perspective.
It made me think about my son's future, because if I was gone, then he's out a father. It would just be terrible on my mom, on my stepdad, my brother, sister, everyone, all my friends. You know, horrific.
A terrifying situation in McDermott, Nevada.
Bro, this dude's going crazy. Look at that. Look at that, bro.
Jose Lozoya records a semi-truck that appears to be deliberately crashing into cars just outside the Say When Casino.
I'm a recovery driver for a company, so I was just driving my semi-truck from Winnemucca up to Caldwell, and I thought it was just a road rage incident where maybe the semi-truck driver had an argument with the pickup truck or the white car. What the?
According to Jose, the driver had allegedly tried to hit this pickup truck moments earlier. Now, it's just sideswiped this SUV and is circling behind the casino.
He's taking off on him, bro. When he went around the building, I thought it was gonna be a hit and run. That's what most people do. They hit something and they take off.
But the semi-driver isn't running. He's coming back for more.
What the?
The semi slams into a white pickup truck and pushes it into the rear wheel of Jose's truck.
I wasn't sure what to do. I was basically bracing for the impact. or try to see if I can dodge it like last minute, make sure like he didn't know what I was gonna do. What the?
You hit your trailer?
They just barely clipped the end of my truck. I parked my truck. I went over to where his semi-truck was. I got onto the back of his truck, disconnected his air lines to the trailer, which makes the brakes on the trailer lock up. That way he can't move forward or backwards. And he's just stuck in place, basically.
Thanks to Jose's quick thinking, police arrest the driver of the semi for multiple charges, including battery with a deadly weapon, felony reckless driving, assault with a deadly weapon, and driving a commercial vehicle without CDL endorsement. According to Jose, the two people inside the white truck that was hit suffered only minor injuries.
Bro. Why did you lie when you didn't know me? That made no sense, whatever.
It remains unclear what started the entire incident, but it completely changed Jose's approach to driving.
When I see other cars driving a certain way, sometimes it reminds me of that incident with the truck driver, and I get a little bit scared, but I just get through it. That's a bolt, bro.
A lane of traffic has come to a halt in Oceanside, California, where a driver in a convertible has just cut in front of another driver in an SUV and stopped short. According to a witness, the SUV driver had allegedly refused to let the convertible driver cross lanes. Now they're face to face, and the conflict is heating up. The perfect time to let the young woman filming it from her car take it from here.
Oh, he said get those out. Oh my god. Oh, hell. Oh, you guys, this is awesome.
Oh, this is awesome, huh?
Yep, you heard that right. The guy in the red shirt just spit on the SUV driver. What happens in response to that is mind-boggling. As the SUV driver turns into the convertible, his front wheel somehow gets caught on the side of the car, and incredibly, causes the SUV to flip.
Dang.
Police use the video, which goes viral, to track down both drivers. The man in the convertible is charged with misdemeanor assault. The SUV driver is arrested and charged with felony assault with a deadly weapon. In Dillsboro, North Carolina, a car's camera captures traffic slowing to a crawl in the heavy rain. And that's about to be a big problem. The SUV slams into the back of a pickup truck at nearly full speed, pushing the truck into the car in front of it and littering the highway with debris and flying shards of glass.
Dang.
A terrifying reminder of how quickly things can go wrong when a driver is distracted behind the wheel.
Alright, chat. Thank you guys so much for 220 subscribers. We're gonna end it here. Appreciate all the love and support. I'll go live later. About 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. In about 7 hours, I'll go live again. So, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.